Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
And I'm Greg, and
this
you're
is
Kathy.
Kathy.
And
Kathy,
this is
yes.
Cher or Scruffy.
We're just doing this very spontaneously in our backyard. We're going to recap the interview that we just had with Lee and Todd Vander, and we had a great time with them interviewing the legends. We've had 2 of those now, and we're set to do a third, and we'll make that special announcement toward the end. But I think we're going to just kind of go over some thoughts that we had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you had.
Want me to start?
Well, I can. All right. Well, I guess the first thing I would say is that I love sharing. I love sitting and sharing. I truly believe that one of the reasons why we're here on this planet is to build good, strong relationships, and to share our experiences and to learn and to support each other. So I loved when Lee talked about artists coming together and talking and sharing about their work and their lives, and I'm hoping that a lot of that is being done. I
hope that our channel is facilitating.
Right. Yes. Exactly. Well, why I got a little hesitant is because I'm thinking back. Sorry, I'm thinking back to like in France. I think a lot of that was done in Paris. They would go down to the cafes or wherever and talk about their work and their lives. But a lot of their life was lived in the cafes. So to do that was kind of like their living room, their meeting place. So, but I do understand today there is kind of a tendency for people to get a little competitive, and I think that just has to do with the the rat racy world parts of life that we live in. Yeah. So that needs to come under your control. You need to say stop. This is what we need to do. Let's turn down the hecticness of life a little bit. I can't figure out this. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna hand.
You're doing wonderful.
I'm gonna hand this off. Okay, just one moment.
Yeah. We are now.
Okay, so we're back on. This is gonna be choppy again. It's
that's okay.
On the fly on the phone. So
that's all right.
I don't know. I need to take a moment to kind of gather my thoughts. So I have seen that in other aspects of I'm just thinking of like the skincare aesthetic side of life. They do a lot of that, and it's not good. It's not good. They'll get very quiet. It's like, I think there's enough clients to go around that if you have something that's working, you can't share with someone else, another one in the trade. So
right.
Tell me what some of your thoughts are.
So after the interview with Todd and Lee, it occurred to me that there were 2 or 3 projects that I worked on with Todd and Lee, mostly I guess with Todd, that we didn't talk much about. And I wanted to just say a few words about each one and share a few more images. The first one I'd like to talk about is the second project we did in Kamiishi, and we talked a lot about that fantasy castle, which we credit as being our favorite in our careers, both of us do. But we also did a futuristic castle, and I got some wonderful images from that, some night photography. It was a special event. That was the project that our next guest also attended.
I was going to say, you might want to hold. That's why I was getting a little chuckly.
And
hold on.
And he'll have a story.
Yeah, let's not show off too much.
That's right.
That's the stay tuned part. So, I think what was really, really said about that, what really came forward for me was that when you have the time and the focus, and that's an entire team, the entire team has devoted the time and promised their focus, that because you guys were kind of critiquing what you liked the best, and when those pictures were shown of that castle in Japan, that was phenomenal. That all 4 sides, the work that was done, the workmanship,
no doubt about
the quality, and and it was all there. Stick with me. I realized that the other two pieces, and this is when I'm going to play the part of the newbie. Okay, I'll play the part of newbie. The other two pieces helped me. Pacific Beach or something.
Well,
and where were the two beaches?
Well, we were in Treasure Island, Florida, and we were Pacific Beach in California.
And they were Guinness Book of World Record.
Right.
And okay, this is me making a critique with not a full cup of the knowledge and what happened, but it seemed like it was more like, let's get this built. We're under pressure. It has to be so big, and let's get it done. Whereas the piece in Japan,
much more planned out,
had
methodical.
had different criteria that was kind of like the rules of engagement kind of thing. Right. Okay.
Okay, the second project that I wanted to talk a little bit more about was the project we did in Treasure Island, Florida. It was called Atlantis, and I got some amazing photographs from that piece where we set up mirrors on the castle and we shined a laser light show on the facade of that piece. And for back in 1985 or 6 when we did this, that was a unique little endeavor. Today's technology kind of go, hey, you can do that with a pointer pen almost, but back then it was a big deal, and we drew a great crowd for that. So I at least wanted to touch a little bit on that because I think we glossed over it a little too fast with Todd. So needless to say, Todd had an amazing run in sand sculpture and influenced a lot of people and a lot of places and things. And one of the people he influenced was a man by the name of David Henderson. And David Henderson is going to be our next interviewee. We're going to be talking to him over the next few days, and we'll be putting together another influencers and legends video with David Henderson. And he's got a treasure trove of photography way back from the 70s, 80s, and 90s of sand sculpture. He did some phenomenal work. I was at some of his projects, others I wasn't. There's some real funny stories. I'm thinking of that aircraft carrier one.
Oh, yes, yes. You know what?
Yeah, we'll share that.
He'll be another delight to talk to.
Yes.
As was Todd and Lee. And they were both, can't thank them enough.
Yes.
They gave of their time.
They sure did. And they had a lot of fun with it.
A lot of stories. And Todd's worn a lot of hats in life. And
gambling.
Sure, but and the architecture, I mean, all this takes knowledge and experience. Where I was going to go with that is it's a culmination. Your life is a culmination of a lot of things you don't know.
Right.
In the end, everything that you have experienced, lived through, and gone through may emerge into something brand new.
Yeah, you never know where it's going to take you.
Just as productive, yes.
Yeah, and that's I think it's a good lesson, Kathy, to follow your heart and your spirit, and don't feel like just because you got a degree in ABC that you can't do DEF in life.
Right, and always be aware of the people that are around you or that you have surrounded yourself with, because a lot of you need to be assessing and rooting people out that aren't looking out for your best interest, or the environment just doesn't feel good. The vibe is not good. Get out. Go find the vibe that is right.
If you look at your 5 closest friends, you're a lot like them. So look around you and see what you're hanging with is about what you are.
Yes,
so that's a good
and you
lesson.
know what? I wanted to mention this because I know you wanted to talk about the work that was done in this video today, and I kind of wanted to go a little more philosophical. So
of course.
So, and we're gonna have to, what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to like each set up our own Zoom, in different rooms or something, and then interview each other, because we have some great stories. And there was a story that Lee talked about where the pastor didn't really know what sand sculpture was.
Right. I love that
We
story.
could tell some stories like that too.
Yes, we sure could.
And then, how sand sculpture can be, let's use the word employed. Let's find some other words.
It's a game changer.
No, like
leave
how
an impression.
No, I'm saying no to you because I'm not finding the right word. Okay. employed or instituted, or for instance, like to bring a brand out to the public,
Right.
To announce any type of event
A
or anything that product, thank you, or
Which we've been doing
done
a lot
so
of.
many things that, like, I think that came up with Kent, all the different settings that sand sculpture can be, hired and employed and used
So-
to its highest degree. And the people in sand sculpture, that's where I was trying to go, is that that could be a conversation just in itself. I know a lot of, am I rocking too much? I know a lot of people have ideas about sand sculptors. Yes?
Yes, of course.
And they couldn't be more wrong if they're being judgmental. Yes.
Anyhow, on that note, thanks for joining us on this video. Remember to like it, remember to subscribe, and remember to keep an eye on our channel and watch the Dave Henderson interview. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait to spend some time with Dave and share his journey with you. So until then, we'll see you soon, right?
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.